You may be wondering why this man is born in his army uniform. Well, this is Van Williams. He served 12 years in the US Army active duty. So he had a lady trespassing on his property, his family's property. So he decently asked her to get off his family's property. She said she doesn't have to do that. And she ended up calling the police, lying to the police and telling them that he threatened her. He chased her around with knife and threatened to kill her. And none of this is true. To cut the story short, she even lied to a judge in court, and the court found him guilty. Even though the woman admitted on trial that she was actually trespassing on his property, he was still found guilty. So burning his uniform was the only way he thought he could pay back America, the US actually, for stabbing him. Now, why did I bring this video up? I want us to understand how people feel when others trespass on their property, not even claiming that property, just trespassing on the property, then lie to the authority, and then you'll be found guilty for something you never did on top of your own property. Then imagine this situation with the current situation between the Palestine and the Israel. The Israel has no link whatsoever with the land of Palestine. They are not even admitting that yes, they are trespassing. What they are actually saying is this land belongs to them. They came all the way from Europe and they met the native people of the land. This land was initially known as Palestine, but today when you look at the map, there's nothing like Palestine. Palestine doesn't exist in the map. All you see is Israel. So you can imagine how these people are feeling. So when they fight back for their land, then you say these people are terrorists. They don't want peace. Born in his army uniform is what he thinks would send a message to America to understand that yes, he's been hurt. And don't forget, the world has turned its back against the people of Palestine. And this is the reason why they are trying to get their land back. You would never understand how these people are feeling until you are in their shoes. People whose land are taken for no justified reasons. I only pray it never happens to you, because if it does, what you see the Palestinians doing, that's exactly what you do. Perhaps you might even do worse than what they are currently doing. And this is my message to my Palestinian brothers. No matter how we try to feel the way you guys feel, it is not comparable. But then don't forget what Musa alayhi salam said to his people. قال موسى لقومه. Musa said to his people, استعينوا بالله واصبروا. Seek help with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then be patient. إن العرض لله. Indeed, the land belongs to Allah. Anywhere you see, it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This should be at the back of your heart. The land belongs to Allah. يورثها من يشاء. Allah causes whomsoever He wills from His servant, could be a Christian, could be a Jew, to inherit the land. But then this is what is important. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah said, and the final end, which is of course what we want, belongs to the believers. The final laughter belongs to you, belongs to the believers. A day is coming that these people will no longer exist in the Holy Land. I don't know how, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. This is the promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it came true, even though it didn't happen before his very eyes, but then it did come true. This is the same promise Allah has promised the believers, and indeed it is coming true. Even if we don't see any signs of it happening now, a day is coming that this would come true. Just believe. With this I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.